Namaste, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. Today we have a very tasty accompaniment for idli, which is tiffin sambar. Tiffin sambar is something which is a little more flowing consistency than the regular sambar, and it is a wonderful accompaniment for idlis and dosas. It takes place in 3 steps. Before that, let us look at the ingredients what we require. We need about 1 onion chopped, 2 or 3 green chilies which I have slit, 1 tomatoes. If they are small ones you can use 2, if they are big ones use 1. Then I have boiled about 1/3 cup of tur dal and 1/3 cup of moong dal. This is pumpkin which I am going to use. I have chopped it and cooked it in the pressure cooker along with the dal and kept aside. Here 1 small lemon sized ball of tamarind I have soaked in water. For the masala we need dhania or coriander seeds, some chana dal and dry red chilies, cumin seeds. Of course salt, oil, turmeric powder and then coriander leaves and curry leaves. We will do this in 3 steps. So for that, just take about half a tablespoon of oil and heat it in a pan. To this oil, you can add about 3 teaspoons of coriander seeds, 2 teaspoons of chana dal and 3 dry red chilies. We have used very little oil, so just fry these, roast these in the oil for about 2 minutes till the dal is a golden brown color. You can even add half a teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera. Switch it off. Next, add a few pieces of the onions and some tomatoes. All of this we will grind together in the blender when it is cool. Now keep this aside. I have already cooked the mixture of tur dal and moong dal. Both you can take equal quantities of both depending on how much sambar you want to prepare. So just even if you take a handful of moong dal and a handful of tur dal, it's fine. And then we have already pressure cooked the pumpkins. Now what we have to do, heat a tablespoon of oil and add the chopped onions, the slit green chilies and saute it for a couple of minutes. You can increase the quantity of onions if you like. Okay, next add your chopped tomatoes also to it. We are not using too much of tamarind because they have used a good quantity of tomatoes. Tomatoes we are stir frying, as well a portion of it I have used for grinding to the paste. Now to this you add your cooked pumpkin and just reserve a small portion of the pumpkin, because later on we will mash it and add it to the dal. This is a small tip which I learned from a professional chef who works in a hotel, and he told me that if you mash this and add it to the dal, it gives good body to the sambar and you get the real taste of a tiffin sambar. So you can try it out also. Now the tomatoes and onions are fried. Adding the tamarind extract, say about 2 cups of tamarind extract and salt. Taken 2 teaspoons of salt and turmeric powder. While this is boiling, we can blend this the roasted spices and tomato and onions in the blender. See, now the vegetable, the sambar has boiled well and the raw smell of the tamarind has gone. Now add in the dal, the cooked dal, and the mashed cooked pumpkins, and then the blended paste. See, I always find when I add few onions and tomatoes to the spices which I have roasted and blend them all together, it really enhances the flavor as well as the taste of the sambar, and the color also develops very well. So you can try that out and again allow it to come to a boil. See, now the sambar is boiling well. At this stage, add a generous pinch of hing and then chopped coriander leaves and a few chopped curry leaves. Now you can switch off the gas. Have a look at the consistency of the sambar. See, this is something which you can have with idli and dosa. If your sambar has become thick, no need to worry. Just boil some water and add. Don't add cold water. Add hot water to it. Only then the flavor will be retained. Next, all we have to do is to season the sambar. We'll do the tempering. Heat a pan and take about 2 teaspoons of oil in it. Add half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. When they crackle, 2 dry chilies, add it to that and pour it over the sambar. So this sambar is very good for serving with idli and dosa. You can either serve the idli separately and the sambar separately. So there's a very funny thing which I have noticed in some restaurants here. If you ask for idli sambar, they give you idli and sambar separate. And if you say sambar idli, then it is served in a bowl where the idlis are dunked in sambar. So you can enjoy it either way, and please do. This quantity of sambar should be sufficient for about 4 to 5 persons. So do try it out, and if you like my recipes, subscribe to Geeta's Kitchen and keep watching for more such easy tasty recipes. Thank you.